And in that game, Kawhi Leonard had 19, 8, 4 assists and 4 steals. He, of course, is unavailable, but the 23, 9, and 7 in that game for Denver. Spurs dominated from the get-go, though, leading 32-16 after. Denver was in a similar situation in the first meeting where they played in Denver the night before. In that case, Arthur, who didn't play last night, has only played in 7 games this year, has got to be one of the fresher guys on the floor.
Lane really didn't even have time to assess where he was, knew exactly where he was, and throws the ball off the glass.
Gives it to Harris on the drive. Jokic intercepted by Danny, tap to Murray. Oh, what a play. Back to Green, and the 2. Didn't play at all in the second half the other night when Pop came out, put in 3 different starters for the second. Harris bucket, it makes it a 5-point lead now for the Nuggets. LA rattles in. Aldridge, by the way, 18th in scoring, 17th in rebounding in the league. Powell, the high-low to LA. Murray to the rack and leaves for Jokic. Powell, a little interference there, but Nikola gets the rebound, and again they hit their
down the 3-point line.
It's his 3rd year and only 22 years old from Serbia.
Heating it up, and they're just as high.
Nuggets are 19th in the league in 3-point shooting, 35.8. Powell fired at Sacramento.
Yeah, that didn't make any sense.
And once was an assistant with Mark Jackson at Golden State, helped them rebuild. Mark coming up here, and that means Manu Ginobili and Tony Parker checking in a moment. Jokic with a sweeping.
Top of LaMarcus.
Green's pass is picked off. Barton knows one speed. Takes it to the rack. 10 on the shot clock. Out to Davis. Bertans trying to get by Arthur. And does!
That's good. Continues strongly to the bucket.
Arthur the other way. Matches it.
Can't figure why Utah didn't hold on to him.
Well, he was in the trade that brought them Mitchell, the rookie.
Yeah, okay. A lot of good rotations there.
Parker spots Mills. Manu for 3. Oh, mama! Parker to Ginobili. In traffic. Got it blocked minutes a night.
This is a handful of a matchup for bigs or littles.
Wow. What shot clock? Barton got right, lit it up, shot 53% and 52% from 3. Moutier, nice drive.
With his footwork too, I mean.
Mills to Manu, behind the back to Bertans, goes up with a floater. And 40 to go here. The Spurs, is it the Philly game? We're on the drive. Powell, 2 more, 36-34. The Philly game where the Spurs were sitting with 30-some at the half.
Oh, it's your offensive rebound.
Mills. Barton. Why not?
Soap is going to shoot it.
Barton, 35% from 3. Coming in, having made 86. Tony Parker from the other side. Parker and Manu both get a seat here, both productive. Miles said, hey, tempted. Spurs turn it over. Moutier, 2 more for Denver.
Left, but he had the right side wide open. All he had to do was take it to the basket and get himself a layup.
Marcus. Anderson in the paint. Kept it alive and got it. Barton to the rack. Danny Green ripped it out, but it, like they talk in the NFL, cold weather cities, you want to be able to run the football and play defense.
Right.
They say 13 on the shot clock. Here's Harris. Attacking, blocked by Aldridge, recovered. LA with 5:22 and a half. The hook from Aldridge. Game 3 of a 5-game homestand. 8 on the shot clock. Aldridge from Danny. 2 more. This team's been through with those 3-game road trips. It'll be like a piece of cake.
That's right. A little tricky with Jokic there. Big man left some junk on the floor.
Inside, nice pass. Back out front. 9 on the shot clock for Denver. Jamal Murray shaking and baking and rolls it in. Let him in scoring 12 times this year and averages 16 points a game. Kyle Anderson throws that one right to Harris. and then the follow-up. Already with 18. Back to Mills. 5 on the clock. To LA for 2. Murray doesn't hesitate. Misses the 3, but right there is Craig for the putback. Anderson, Aldridge, Pau Gasol. Pau gives it up. Aldridge against Arthur. Swishes.
Start breaking the right when you come back.
Crazy as the rodeo road trip starts as Barton gives. Danny Green gives to LA, now to Pau. Easy for Kyle Anderson. Oh, bounces around and finally comes back to the Spurs again. Inside, LA from Pau. Spurs, and he said, obviously because of the talent, but he said they exploit every mistake you make. And
LA goes backdoor, gets himself an easy layup. If he doesn't try to front him, the ball goes to Danny Green, and LaMarcus catches it in the low block, and he goes, he's going to need it entirely.
I don't think we need to go fund him.
He's got a lot of money, but he may not have enough to buy.
Anderson looks to LA with 3. Kyle off the dribble may have had a piece of it taken away by Jamal Murray. Harris drives all the way.
He hooks from LA this year.
Murray to Jokic and the big fella says he's underneath. Craig. And then the
I could have gone all the way to the rim with that one.
Jamal Murray and the Nuggets great, and now they are control of the game.
Well, our old offense has come back to haunt us. There we go.
Looks. Manu. Yes! Oh! Final minute of the third. Jokic driving on LA. Gets that shot clock. Slides it underneath. Oh, the block by Ginobili. Aldridge said done as DeJounte Murray gets it. Anderson sweeps to the hole and scores!
And at the last second, Trey Lyles almost got back in it for the block. But if our guys are aggressive and they look to
Minnesota, but Houston wins 114-107. James Harden had 60, 11 rebounds and 10 assists, 11 assists and 10 rebounds, and made 17 of 18.
Gets all the way to the basket. But 60, 11, and what was it, 12?
10.
10.
Oh, back and forth. 9:54 to go.
So you have those losses. It's imperative you win.
And then played in China for a year before going to college. Or instead of going to college. Brent Ford!
That wide open look. You just haven't gotten very many good looks tonight.
They're getting 23 against Sacramento. Have one here tonight. Miles with it out front. Got it right back in the dunk. Now you got it right. Nuggets by 1. Kyle Anderson. Shut up, Bill!
Stay behind him, but wisely takes it himself.
Anderson has tied his
Danny!
Danny!
Onto it just for a second longer. Dump it into LaMarcus.
Beasley for 2, and the Nuggets break. Here is Anderson again in the paint. Looking for Green. Danny takes it.
He's sorry. Yes, you would be.
Defends against Aldridge. LA gets it to Pop. 9th of the season. Murray on the drive off the deck, and Jokic right there. Against the best home record in the league. Kyle Anderson working to the basket off the mark. 7 on the shot. Against Ginobili. Kicks it off. Oh, Craig faked Anderson out of his. Mills. Spurs by 1. Manu sets, fires, scores!
His time has plenty of time to size up that three-point ball.
Jokic against Mills. Gets the easy bucket. 6 on the shot clock. Mills for 3. Good on! Jokic in the corner. Underneath, blocked underneath by Aldridge. Ginobili to Aldridge. Jokic on him. 9 on the shot clock. Manu. Got it for Jokic. Inbounds. Lyles to Murray, off the screen, looking at getting the 3 and knocking it down.
But the whole time you can reach here and slap and gamble a little bit.
Green from the corner. Aldridge, no. Rebound, Denver. Jokic, 10 seconds to go. Here they come. Murray, Harris, 6 seconds to go. Kicks it out. Lyle, Barton for 3. No! Wow. Rebound, Spurs win!